Warning, the following game is rated T for human... hold on. Warning, the following game is rated T for realistic-looking violence toward non-human-looking characters. Viewer discretion is advised. Stay hydrated, kids.
Super Couch Brotatoes!
Single serving.
Welcome back to Brendan reminisces about his childhood and critically analyzes one of the games from said childhood, quite possibly destroying his childhood, just like he did that random dude with the lightsaber. Yeah, something like that. I can't form a coherent thought. So, yeah. You were watching the spies do the spy thing that they do. Or something to that effect. There's some bad dudes with hoods, and there's an even badder chick with a thing in her hand that just zapped you. And that probably should have killed you. That would have been like the shortest game in the history of games. Here, let's start the tutorial. Oh, I'm just kidding, you're dead! There's probably some sort of game that's done something like that at some point. Maybe a troll game of some sort, I don't know. That wouldn't be terribly surprising. So here we go. Now these students are showing up. Where the heck were you guys? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. I just noticed.
Do you recall anything?
The students that show up here are different on every playthrough.
That's all I can remember.
I didn't notice that before.
That sounds bad.
That's cool. That's a cool little RNG feature that they implemented. Because last time, that dude there was a Twilight chick, and there was a Keldor dude,
but yeah, I sense
dragging the one guy.
Residual dark side aura from this temple.
Like I said, I can't form a coherent thought.
Why don't you
Stay here and investigate? I'd love to. Why don't you take the kids back home now?
be careful, Kyle?
Yeah. Huh.
Everyone, follow me to the shuttle.
I think that was Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, that would totally be me in that situation. Totally fanboying over an interaction with Luke Skywalker. Oh my gosh. That would make my life.
Did you recover Skywalker's records? Yes.
And here's a one person asking another person about all the evil that they're doing. Why don't I just go ahead and spell out every little thing that's happening in the game, even though it's very obvious?
Here we will train the ways of the Force. You will learn to defend yourself with a lightsaber. You will also study
My brain,
diplomacy,
man.
history,
I'm just like,
and more.
who's
The Jedi to assign each student to a master.
dang it.
However, since there are still so few of us, we will be
I
assigning
feel
multiple
like,
students to one master. So,
yeah.
they're on.
Yeah, the students are completely different on this playthrough. That's so cool. That's so freaking cool. I don't know why.
You will be
I
assigned
really love that. I really love that little detail. Not like it really adds to replayability much, but, you know, it's just a cool little feature.
Nothing. But the area around the temple feels
Anyway,
strange, like its dark side aura was gone.
troubling.
Yeah.
But let's
Now, see,
discuss
that's
later.
weird.
Your students are ready to get started.
Master Katarn, it's an honor to be serving.
What was I saying? Yeah, I feel like I'm just ranting to fill space, even though, you know, stuff is actually happening in the game.
Secondly, you're not serving under me. I'm going to teach you,
but-
and you're going to learn. That's it.
Oops.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Don't worry, Rosh. You didn't. I've been offended by professionals.
What does that even mean? Like,
Now, let's see what you two
I
kids
don't.
can do.
What does that
Follow me
mean?
to
I've
the
been
training
offended by
grounds.
professionals. Is that a thing that people say? Is that a thing? What? Okay. Anyhow,
This is one of the many
Kyle.
training grounds here at the academy.
Indeed.
I'm going to put you two in separate courses.
Cool.
When you're ready, Jaden, go through that door.
Got it.
Rosh, follow me.
Haha. I've never tried doing that before. Oh, that's so dumb. That's such a dumb thing to enjoy. All I'm doing is using the Force to push my friend around.
This course
I'm
will
a jerk.
familiarize you with your core Force abilities. These are powers that every Force user has.
You know, maybe I'm just
You will learn new abilities.
giving reason for
both light
some of
and
his
dark sides
actions
will be
later.
open to
Maybe
you.
I'm serving as an
abilities are not
unintentional
inherently
catalyst
good or evil.
by pushing him
It's
around
how
like the
you
jerk.
use them.
Even
Every
though
Jedi is naturally
I'm
stronger in
really
different areas of
not.
the Force, and it will be up to you
He's
to decide
kind
what
of
to focus on. All right, let's
more
get
the
started.
jerky
In the
character.
next area, you'll find some training
Anyway.
modes. These will help you learn how to handle a lightsaber. Ready?
Ready? Ready.
Wait, the door here. Yeah. Okay, then why was your voice getting quiet when I was over here? Whatever.
Here come the remotes.
Anyway, but yeah, Rosh is very much like the ambitious, by any means necessary, kind of guy. One of the things that is interesting about the way that this game
Nice work, Rosh.
handles parrying and such, is obviously every.
You did well too, Jaden.
I mean, I can't say obviously,
Your lightsaber
but like
is an invaluable
every.
tool. Even when inactive, it can defuse a potentially volatile situation.
Yes,
Trust me on that.
I'm sure that's a
You'll learn
reference to
additional
some
fighting styles.
game or something that I
Changing
don't know
styles
of.
during combat can surprise your opponent, allowing you to gain the upper hand.
I have never found that changing
From here on out,
styles
we'll talk
during
via
combat
combat
in
in
this
each area.
game really has that
Let's move
much
on.
effect on the combat. Maybe I'm just not implementing it correctly. I don't know. Oh, so real quick. There we go. Yeah, going back to it, like how naturally this is implemented. The tutorial is implemented into the game. Like this is an instance where, again, it's not handholdy. Like, sure, Kyle says, "Hey, you're gonna need to use the Force to jump over this thing." Sure. So then it gives you the opportunity to figure it out. Okay, hey, if I hold down space, that's a Force jump. And I mean, like, you can look at your controls, of course, to learn that. But like, the games, you don't hear Kyle saying, "Hey, Jaden, press space and hold it down." So that would just be completely
Hey, Jaden,
immersion breaking.
This should keep you busy till I finish
Here's
the
an
course.
example of Rosh being that by any means necessary, ambitious. I'm gonna get my goals. I want to win, kind of dude. A little bit self-absorbed, it would seem. I think more than anything, wow, that was disgustingly easy. He just really wants to make a good impression. Let's see.
What took you so long, Jaden?
It didn't.
Nothing.
No, like literally,
It was nothing.
nothing took me very long.
You must pull the lever somewhere in the room.
All
Reach the lever with your hands. Remember to examine your
Yeah,
environment
here you go.
carefully. When you're out on a mission, if you
And-
find a locked door, look for the guy in charge.
That's some pretty naturally implemented exposition. Like, it's true for the gameplay later. That's not the Force ability that I wanted to use. No, turn off your Force speed. Thank you. If you find it like an Imperial officer or anything later on in the game, there are key cards or whatever, and you can use those to access different areas that you need to reach.
Use your Force sense to see if you can find a way out of the room.
Okay, so just to demonstrate what he was just talking about, here's what your Force Sense offers, and it's like, oh, there are these weird symbols on the wall. I wonder what those things do. And this is letting you know, hey, you can push or pull a thing. So yeah, Force Sense ends up being somewhat easy, somewhat necessary in some places. I don't remember it being like super instrumental to the gameplay, but man, I lost my train of thought. I was talking about a thing before I got distracted by talking about the tutorial, by talking about the thing. I was talking about Rosh and something or other. Oh, the parrying system. Yeah, so one of the frustrating things is, in this game, you do not have the ability to block anything. There's no skill involved in it.
Use the Force to speed up both physically and mentally, allowing you more time to make decisions.
Everything is an auto parry, which doesn't sound horrible, except for the fact that you have no control over some things. There could be points where somebody fires a thing at you, and if you were manually capable of blocking that, you know, you could press a button and be like, okay, here at this time, and use your skill, your learned skills to do so effectively, and then that would offer a sense of accomplishment, as well as being just like a nice little detail to add in combat. Like you get to points where if you're in combat with you know, sword to sword, you would be able to parry, and it would add a level of complexity and skill. Whereas here, the only thing that affects your ability to parry is you continuing to progress in the game, which is kind of disappointing. It feels a little bit lackluster, and I don't know. It takes away from your skill. It takes away from the skill needed to play the game. Like, I don't know. It feels a little bit like taking the control out of the player's hands, I guess is what I'm getting at. And it's kind of disappointing. I don't know. Random ranting. Anyhow, there's a fun little thing that Josh and I used to appreciate in these little sections here. You have your little head here. There. You have your little head here that's you know, dumping exposition on you, talking about whatever the heck you need to do, whatever. And at the end of whatever they're saying, they always make that face. And I don't know why. I don't know what the programmers thought, you know, whoever was making this game. I don't know why they thought, hey, you know what, after we're done with this thing, we're going to make them frown at you. Is it like, you need to move to the next screen already? What is taking you so long? I don't know. In any case, we'll move on to more screens on the next one. Later, taters.